politicians in Washington, D.C. are suggesting that it's time to raise the national minimum wage. Mr. Goss, what effect would raising the minimum wage have, in your opinion, as an economist?
Well, you know, Kay, I think in some way it would have negative employment impacts. In other words, there would be some job losses. But the real problem, in my view, is the gap between the incentive to work and the incentive not to work. In other words, Cato Institute just did a study saying if you're unemployed with benefits, you're making essentially $12 an hour for not working. Well, if you're only making $7.25 for working, if you're a minimum wage worker, then we need to close that gap, either by bringing down the incentive for not working or bring up the incentive for working, and one of those would be the minimum wage. Now, it would have some impacts, negative job impacts, particularly for young persons, and that's one of the huge concern of mine is we have young men and women, boys and girls in high school and college who graduate and have never had a job. I mean, this is a remarkable time. And to your point about do we have to accept this new normal? I say we said the same thing back in the 70s when President Jimmy Carter was in charge, and we thought, yes, it is a new normal of low growth. It doesn't have to be. Does not have to be. Unfortunately, if we don't see some changes, it will be.